I could feel it the moment I stepped into the gala. All eyes were on me. I smiled, trying to look confident for the cameras, but my stomach churned. Something about the way he stared at me, it was like I already belonged to him. I tried to move and ignore him, but my body wouldn't let me. His eyes were on me, even through the crowd. And every time I looked in his direction, I could feel the weight of his gaze. It wasn't admiration, it was possession. I didn't expect to meet him this soon. But there he was, Mason Mercer, tall and older. His presence consumed the space around him. He stepped forward, offering his hand, his eyes never leaving mine. His handshake was firm, like a deal had already been made. I wanted to pull away, but something in his stare kept me frozen. He wasn't just introducing himself. He was claiming me, and I had no idea how to fight it. His presence was suffocating. I couldn't breathe, couldn't think. When he spoke, his voice was smooth, like velvet, but his words cut through me. His hand lingered on mine a moment too long, and my heart skipped a beat. "You've grown beautifully," he said, but it wasn't a compliment. It felt like a warning. His gaze didn't soften, it grew more intense. I wasn't sure what game he was playing, but I was already in it. I tried to pull away, but his grip didn't loosen. He leaned in closer, his voice dropping to a whisper that no one else could hear. Every word was deliberate, like he was carving something into me. "Your father made a promise," he whispered, and it felt like the ground beneath me had cracked open. I didn't understand what he meant, but I knew one thing. My life was about to change forever. I tried to pull away, but I couldn't. His words held me captive. "I'm here to collect," he said, his breath warm against my ear. The words rang in my head as my heart raced in my chest. I didn't know what he meant, but I knew this wasn't just about a handshake or a meeting. This was more than that. He wasn't here for pleasantries. He was here to take something. And I was part of that deal. His voice echoed in my mind as I stood there, trapped in his grip, his words sealing my fate. He wasn't just talking about business. He was talking about me, and I didn't know how to escape it. My feet hit the cold pavement, but I didn't feel it. The only thing I could focus on was the sound of my own breath, ragged and fast. I had to get away. I had to leave. My hand gripped my phone tighter, dialing Grayson's number, the tears blurring my vision. Grayson was whom my heart needed. The world was closing in around me. I couldn't breathe, couldn't think. But I could hear his voice on the other end. "Vivian, where are you?" he asked, his voice full of worry. I didn't even answer. I just ran, away from this nightmare. His voice was a lifeline when he answered. "Vivian? What's wrong? Where are you?" I couldn't find the words. All I could do was whisper his name. Grayson. That was enough. He knew. He understood. "I'm coming, Viv. Stay calm. Just get here, and I'll make sure nothing happens to you," he said. It was the first time in weeks I felt like I had a chance at escape. A chance at freedom. I found him. Grayson. The only person who ever made me feel safe. His eyes softened when he saw me running toward him. But there was no time for hugs, no time for relief. "We had to leave now. Let's go, Viv," he said. I nodded, feeling a weight lift off my shoulders. We were going to run away, leave everything behind. For once, I could picture a future where we were free. No contracts. No promises. Just us. Just as we were about to drive off, I saw Declan. My father. He stepped out from the shadows, holding my passport. His face was a mask of anger and control. There was no escaping this. "Not now." "Where do you think you're going, Vivian?" he asked, his voice sharp and accusing. I froze. Grayson's hand tightened around mine, but we were cornered. My father wasn't letting me go that easily. Grayson found a ring. But it wasn't mine, and I had no idea how it had ended up in my purse. My heart raced as I watched him hold it up, his face filled with confusion. I wanted to explain, to tell him everything, but the words wouldn't come. I stood there, feeling the weight of the moment settle on me. I couldn't run anymore. Not from my past, not from the lies. And now, Grayson had his own questions. And I had no answers. I didn't know whose ring it was or how it got in my purse. But I knew one thing: it wasn't just about running anymore. There were secrets I didn't even understand. And now, Grayson was in the middle of it all. Want to know what happens next? Follow and subscribe. You won't want to miss what's coming. Hit that follow button and stay tuned for more twists, drama, and shocking revelations. See you in the next episode.